Right, I'm back. We're going to start off. I'm going to say every tip and trick for the aquascaping trade, I guess. Right, so first off, you're going to want to start with your plant substrate, but I've also got some sand here, and that's for decorative purpose. Sorry, that's what the sand looks like. It's just bug old standard sand. Right. You don't have to do this all fancy like they say you do. I got an HMV card, which I only have 2p left, so it's pretty much useless. You want to place the substrate, keeping it away from the side of this. Right, see that? Right, I'll come back when I've done all that. Right, I've done the substrate. I do have the sand, but I'm actually going to put that in last because I want to put the hardscape in first. The hardscape is all of the rocks and the pieces of wood, etc. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to have to put in some more substrate because I'm going to do sort of like a cliff face sort of thing. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that when I do that, I'm mumbling, sorry. When I do that, I don't want to spill any of the black substrate onto the sand because then it will just not look nice. So I'm going to do the hardscape first. This is going to take me ages, but I'll maybe do a time lapse or something. Right, so first off, I got a huge piece. You always put the main piece in first. I don't know the clever name for it, but that's what you do. Right. Right, so I'll come back to you once I finish the hardscape because I have no clue what I'm going to do. Right, so far I've got to this with my hardscape. I'm not really too sure about it. See, I haven't even used the driftwood yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or need it. So I'm going to fiddle around with it a bit longer, see how it goes. In 8 hours. This has been like 20 minutes so far and I've got this. It probably looks horrible to you, but to me it looks quite nice. So I'm going to play around with it for a bit more and then see how it goes. Right, at the moment now I'm adding it by glass because it's a lot easier and you can get the small cracks and spaces you want to fill up with your substrate. Plants have quite long roots sometimes, so make sure you have a lot of substrate for the plants to be planted. But always bear in mind what type of plants you're using. I'm using some small ones, so they probably have some some shallow roots. But then I've got some Java fern, which is long roots. So you want to make sure that at the back you're going to have long roots, or at the front, depending on where you're placing the Java fern. Right, a bit higher. I'm sorry if people don't like that this video has a lot of cuts. It's just that I doubt you want to watch 40 minutes of me just doing substrate and hardscape. Right, tips and tricks. Firstly, what I like to do is if you just have a look at loads of people's hardscapes. I know there's not brilliant videos on YouTube, you know, so that's why I'm making this one to educate people about how to do it, because when I watch them it's basically you do this, you do that, and that's it. So what I do is I'd watch a lot of videos and look at a lot of images and see if there's any hardscape you like in particular. Like I saw this guy and he done one which involved a cliff face. And I thought that looks awesome, so I'm going to make my own version of it. That's what I'm doing here right now. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just shoving those little tiny cracks so I can plant in them if push comes to shove. Go. Right, now I'm going to use my HMV card just to spread the substrate. Now, if you're impatient like me, you usually rush aquascapes, and this can be really annoying if they don't turn out good. So try to take your time, but if you're having fun, just go for it. Right, I think that's looking alright. I think I'm going to add the sand. Right, to be honest, I'm not actually sure whether it should be sand, whether I should add sand. So always keep in mind, always have loads of things around you. So I have sand, I have gravel, I have the planted substrate, and just pick which one you think will work best. I was going to go with the sand, but I think I might just leave it with the plant substrate as it looked quite nice. It's quite a nice contrast. I'll think about it and I'll come back. Right, I've decided I'm going to add sand. It may not look good, but I chose to, and that's my decision. Right, I'm going to use the cut method for this. Just going to. See, that's a major problem right there. I don't know how well you can see that, but there are two little black bits just here, so you want to push that down. There you go, look. Completely invisible. So you want to use your HMV card or any card, credit card even if you want to, and just push any black bits you see out of the way, and then just spread the sand. This is quite hard to do when you're filming, so my preference, don't film when you do it. I'll be back once I've done the sand. Right, now I'm going to use a paintbrush just to touch it up. Right, I'm terrible at this stuff, so this is going to be painful to watch. But I'll skip it once you get the gist of the idea. So basically, you just brush it off the stone so it looks nicer. If you think it will look nice on the stones, go for it. Right, be back after the break. Right, spot the difference. I have changed something small. I don't know if you can guess it, but leave a comment if you can. Now my bloody sprayer won't work because I haven't got enough water in it. Right, keep having a look and write in a comment if you think you hate the tank or if you like the tank. Right, yes, I did just go and fill up the sprayer in the middle of the video. That's how bad I am. Right, you want to make the the substrate wet for planting. Sorry about that, it's probably gone a bit misty. If you're wondering, I didn't see you add the root tabs. No, I have not. I'm going to do that now. See, they're just like this. They're basically a clay ball, these root tabs. And they actually work very well. I've got them in when I had the planted tanks. So you figure out where you're going to plant, and then you just shove one down like that. See, fatal mistake here. It does happen when you do this late. You're supposed to do it while you're putting the substrate in, but I always forget, so who cares? Put a bit of sand down there. Get your card. This time I'm using a little wooden tool. Right, next, so you keep doing this for a while till you've root tabbed the whole place. Another one bites the dust. Sorry if you think this video is a bit too long, but I wanted to make sure I got everything in for the video so people know how to do it, because a lot of guides are really poor. Mine may be poor, I don't know, till I get into the editing room. But, let's see, by editing room I mean downstairs on the computer. Look how well I disguised that one. Right, see, you keep doing this till you're finished, and then we'll get on to the planting stage. Right, now for the planting stage. Right, this is annoying because it's quite hard to do, and especially if you don't have those special tweezers. This is going to be at the back. So what you want to do is first take out this is a Microsorium Petripus, no, Piterius, or something like that. What you want to do is you just want to sort of wiggle it out of the rock wool, it's called. Now see, you see this problem here? It's on the outside, so what you want to do is you just want to cut that. Oh god, was not prepared for this bit. I can't find the scissors. Ah, here they are. I got some tiny scissors, and these are great for just aquarium. I think they're actually like hair clippers or something. Tiny ones. I don't know. What you want to do is you just want to cut this bit off here. So I'm going to do that now. Much harder than I thought it'd be. And that's that bit cut off there. Unfortunately this leaf came off, but I'm going to try plant it anyway. Hopefully it'll grow in its own roots. So just take this out. There you go. And what you want to do is you just want to peel away the rock wool. This is very hard for a plant like this because it's got roots absolutely everywhere, which is actually a pain in the arse, to be honest. So I'll be back once I've pulled all the rock wool off the plant. This is how to do it with smaller plants like this one. I'm going to take out this one. I love this plant. It's called Pogo Stemon Health Theory. My camera never focuses, so that's it there, if you can see that. And that's the plant. Right, so you want to do the same. You want to slip out the rock wool, and what I tend to do with this is you literally just cut it, and then you want to really gently pull off the rock wool so you just got the roots left. This does usually take time, but if you're like me, you tend to rush it. Another quite good tip is you can also do this with a fork. That works quite well. If you just use a fork and you just slowly peel it away. Right, I'll be back once I've done this. Right, now this is like a middle-sized plant. This is called Cryptocorn Beck Et. Is it there? If I pronounced it wrong, like I did most of these. And these are usually quite easy. You literally just grab them, yank out the rock wool, and then the rock wool you just tear away from the centre plant. Sorry. So you try to get as much rock wool as you can off it. There you go. And they're done. Right. Now these are the most annoying little things in the world. When you get a plant like this, and look at that roots. So what you want to do is you just want to, I know this sounds bad, but what you want to do is you just want to trim all the roots off. And then you might say, oh, you'll kill the plant, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. No, you won't kill the plant, it'll grow new roots. And most aquascapers actually trim the roots of their plants, and that's because they grow new roots, and they usually grow the roots quicker. So just trim this off, and then you take it out the rock wall. Oh bloody hell! I'll show you once I've done that. Right, I've done that. If any of you wanted to know, the plant is Opiogon cryptio. Right, and then you do the same. You just tear away the rock wool. And then I'll be done once I've done that. Right, I haven't got long left, but I'll show you the planting stage. So I've got that plant there, I've got two of them. That's the medium sized. This is another small plant. These are the two. If you're wondering why you didn't take off all the rock wool, some plants you can't. Look, these all plants which I have taken the rock wool off. See, it's just the roots. And sometimes you'll get pieces of plants falling off. They're most of the time they're dead, so just leave them. But occasionally pop them in and they might grow roots if you're lucky. Right, so now onto the planting stage. So I'm gonna put. We've got to think about this. Shove this one here. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at this, so don't take super advice from George, just take the gist of it. next one. And the problem is, if you do this in your bedroom, if you have a mum, they'll be like cleaning up, and you will have to clean it up. So, for your sake, try and make it as clean as possible. But since I'm not too bothered, I'm just gonna shake my hands, shake that sand off as well. Right, that doesn't look too particularly bad. Make sure you regularly spray the plants. Right. This one here. I'm actually going to shove this one just in there. So you actually shoved this one in the wrong way. Try not to make mistakes like that. See, I'm actually going to trim this because I don't think it looks particularly nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you just want to take them out, or you can leave them in there and they'll just float to the top usually, but I don't tend to like to take chances. So next I'm going to plant this plant here. I'm going to put that over in the corner, over here. Just thinking of that one, I never realised this, but that looks a lot like a pineapple tree. Right. Now I'm gonna plant these ones here, and then I'm gonna plant the smaller versions, which is just the roots of these ones here. Now, if you have, I advise you buy Aquascape tools. Aquascape, what they're called. Oh my god, I've forgotten the name of them. Whatever, to put these in. You grab them by the root and you sink them in. It's much easier that way, but since I just didn't buy any, you can do it with your fingers. It's just a lot harder. Put this one there. Goes there. Right. I could either put it there or over here. I'm not particularly too sure. I think I'm going to put this big piece here. Now, if you still have it, use your trusty paintbrush or one of these, or your credit card or whatever. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to plant these ones separately. This is much harder to do. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm just concentrating. Actually going to trim these ones so they're nice and small. They don't have any roots, so they might grow, they might die. Sorry about that sound, that's my dodgy, what is it called? Shelf. There we go. Right. I have this little piece with the root, which I cut earlier, if you remember. I'm actually going to try to slip this down the side very sneakily. Right, make sure you keep them watered. Right, that's my tank. I'm going to fill it up with water later. I'll show you that. But that's what it looks like from the front. Sorry about the glare bit, it would be worse if I didn't have the light on. So, and that's it from above. And I'll upload a video tomorrow. Right, this is the finished product. I've added water. So here we have the smaller plants at the front, the pineapple looking plant, small plants, a medium sized plant. That's just one Java fern on its own, just one leaf with a piece of root, another small plant, and then some big plants. I've also got some moss. So I've got some Java fern, I meant to say that. I've also got some moss. Sorry about all the bubbles, but that's the bloody pump. I hope we can solve that. It's really annoying actually. Right, so what we've got here is we've got the huge hardscape. That's there with all the rocks. Then we've got some driftwood poking out, which is nicely disguised by the plants. And then that's it. I'll be adding fish tomorrow, and I'll be showing you the video of what's happening and how the fish are, and maybe do a feeding video as well. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.